Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning, but it's now about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And also, Happy New Year because it's the first day of 2024. Okay. I thought I would do a quick video. I've just woken up about an hour ago. I went for some beers last night and I couldn't get to sleep till about 4 o'clock. But I don't care because I just work and rest and work and rest, and I just roll with whatever I feel like doing. So here I am lying in bed, and I'm going to stay here for the moment, just so I can show you the ceiling and the cabin to a best advantage for what I want to talk about. So, the last video I did, I was staying in that tent, which is now gone. So I'm in this enormous space. It's really big. You don't realise what you construct until you clear out all the rubbish, and it is still chock-a-block with rubbish here. So, a lady on Lulastic Lippy Shake, a series that she does about living in a yurt and her life in New Zealand. She said something about she really loved the organic feel of being in a yurt, surrounded, by the structure. I think it's something to do with the radial shape of things, it doesn't necessarily have to be round. And I woke up this morning, and this is my first night in my cabin. It's damn cold here, but once I get up and moving around and I get the fire lit, it'll warm up a bit. And I'm not too bothered about this at all because I have a mattress here, a bed here, which has got two duvets in it. So even if I had to survive with just this, I'm going to be fine. And it's just getting better all the time. So anyway, I put up another top around the side here on this part, and there's a big gap there. But even that small amount of inclusion has improved. I must talk closer to the mic. Has improved the airflow here, so it's not chilly. There's not a wind flowing through. Certainly, I'm getting a lot of fresh air, so no panic attack in the middle of the night or anything like that from being suffocated in a tiny tent. The tent, in order to get rid of it, I had to cut up the base, so it's not in a good state now. I'm going to use that for a mosquito net. But as a consequence, I've kind of burnt all my boats because I'm now in a situation where if I got a really bad roof leak and things started going badly wrong, I don't have a second line of defence. And I could breach one of my two rules, which is don't get wet and don't get cold. But anyway, I think it's going to be okay because this is a substantial roof and a substantial load of tops on the top. Okay, let's have a lying down tour of the roof. Okay, over there is the wood-fired stove, which you can just see, and that's supporting a couple of beams there. That's all that's holding that part up. And the beam that I said I was putting in the other day here, which needs straightening up, it's twisted over. And it runs over to there, and I was lying here this morning thinking about that, and I thought, that's a bit on the short side. Is that the final cut size of my house? And then I realised I think I've cut it too short, so I'm going to have to replace that. But it doesn't really matter because I'll be requiring wood of that size for the door, so I'll just get some more wood for there and suck it up. Don't worry about it. yeah, the planks on the roof, lots of gaps still to be filled in. I lost my hammer, so I don't know where the hell that is. So I can't de-nail any more of these shipping container, these shipping, what do you call them? The boxes, sort of frames, yeah, that they put around car parts, which is what I'm using to construct this with. So I can't de-nail anymore. But I noticed a discarded hammer in the forest the other day, so I'm going to get that because I don't want to buy another one. I'll just get that, use it for now until my hammer turns up. I will also go and buy a new handsaw because I'm going to have to start cutting some wood soon, even just for the fire. Now that there is a mess, but I'm working on it. This part at the last video was all like collapsed down, and it's now actually up, supported by this here, this thing here. So the situation I have now is I've got basically a level ceiling, roof rather. Okay, that's good. So now what do I do? I've got to put in the walls, which are going to be V-shaped structures. And they're going to support it all the way around, and they'll be like triangles from floor to ceiling. And the key thing is to just get one in. You need to give yourself a psychological sort of boost. There's a one over there. That there is one of those triangles, except it won't have those carry-ons over there. It'll just fit exactly to the beam, and it will also connect to another one, another one, another one, another one, going all the way around. And it'll be made of better materials than that. That's just a cheap or rubbish temporary one. These planks I put in originally when I started building the cabin, just to create the shelter. So it was a rough and ready shelter. You just had to get it up, you know. So they will be gradually replaced by longer strips. If I can get this hammer today and do some denailing and put them in, I'll be able to get rid of that bubble thing there and support that and get rid of the small amount of water that's in that. This thing side over here, there was a really large bubble there. I've put planks underneath that, so that's good. I need a longer plank. That one needs supporting somewhere because it's hanging down. I got one leak in the cabin, so what I did is I took my stainless steel bucket. Amazingly useful things these. Buy one. You can stick them on fires and heat them up and stuff. But I put it there, and I got it hanging from a string to catch any drops coming in. And that's that. That's stopped now. The rain has stopped, and it's drying up inside here, and everything's just dandy. And the thing is, the wood itself, I'm not really putting any heat into this place, and the wood itself is drying out beautifully. Air dried wood. Okay, so that's going to work fine. As I said the other time, these are not lined up. They need to be straightened up, these beams, into a six-sided junction, and the tree will go in here, the tree trunk, and that will be the central support, and that's it. So the thing about this kind of work is you can get really despondent, and you can sort of think, oh God, I'm not getting anywhere, you know. And especially when times are tough and it's raining, and you know, I put those tough videos up because I don't want to create a sort of rosy-eyed view of how this life is and how you do things. You know, it's tough at times, but the reward is worth it. So anyways, I was saying that I woke up this morning and I looked up at the ceiling and all this construction, which it doesn't seem a lot, but you know, you got to realize I've got to haul all this wood by hand back here, and I now have three trolleys, which I got donated to me. But previously I used to have to carry this and denail it, sew it up and everything. So that's why it's taken so long. It's not a question of just going to, you know, to a wood yard and just saying, deliver that, my man. Okay, so this beam here was put in temporary just to support all these lats. It's no longer necessary, so I've got to pull that out. I'm looking forward to that. It'll make it look a bit more tidy, and I'm going to make that mess over there a lot more tidy as well. But the primary objective, I would say, today is to start on these A-frames to support the walls, and then once I got that, then I can start paneling the walls, and then it's really starting to become an intact structure. So that's about it. That's about all I can say about this, what I regard as a magnificent roof. What the title for this video is going to be, I do not know. Staring at the ceiling, I guess. So, quick pan around. It's very large in here, and I like it. So, we'll just leave it that way. I have actually got space to move around in here now. Some would say I should have a tidy up. Well, yes, I should. But at the same time, I need an intact structure. So, Happy New Year, everyone. And I'll see you later. Jesus be with you.